Good evening and welcome to Inside the Stables with the Crest Chargers presented by Neal & Cole, Termite and Pest Control, Moisture and Water Control. I got that down pat now.
You did good, Trey.
I appreciate it, Coach. As you can tell, we are back. Our final podcast of the 2025 season. Coach Greg Lloyd, Coach Jake Lloyd, our guest tonight. You know, I said last podcast I was going to have Coach back on here because he was down at the Shrine Bowl, the last one we had, and he said he'd be glad to come on, and he wanted to come on. So, you know, this has been an adventure this year. It's been great, and you know, we'll just go over the game, go over the season, Coach, and you know, what's your thoughts on the season first? We'll go over the whole season. 13-2, we finished. State championship, first 5A championship in North Carolina ever.
I'll tell you, it was satisfying, to be honest with you. We had a really good team. We knew early on we had a good team. We had a lot of kids back, a lot of talented players. And then, you know, I felt like we just got better as the year went on. And then once the playoffs rolled around, we played our best football. You know, we got to that second round or third round game against East Lincoln, and we knew how good they were, and we was able to get out of there with a win. And then, you know, it didn't get any easier going to South Point, but we played well in the second half of that week. And then, of course, going back and avenging a tough loss at Hickory. And then, of course, the final game on 2 weeks ago against Hunt for the championship. I tell you, it was we earned it. The players did a great job. Our staff did a great job. The stadium was electric for the final game. It really helped us. Like I've always said, Crest takes a back seat to nobody. Their fans take a back seat to nobody, and it was a great night, and it was a lot of fun. And I'm just glad to be a part, and very thankful I had the opportunity to be back at Crest. It's a special place. It
is, and you know, for you to come back to your alma mater and lead them to a championship is special. You know, you've been coaching, I don't know how many years. We're not going to say how many years.
31.
31. So, you know, it's been an elusive state championship. And, you know, you've had some really good teams in the past at other schools. And, you know, at what point in this season you said, hey, we got a good shot at this?
I felt good. Even the start of the year, I felt like we had a team. You know, you got to stay healthy. You probably need a few breaks here and there, but I definitely thought we had the talent to make it. You know, I have been in doing this quite a while. 21 as a head coach, and I've had a lot of really good teams. And you need a little bit of break there, at least some breaks in the postseason. And maybe we got a couple, but I also thought we was as talented or more talented than the people we played. So, like we always say, it's players over plays. We got those kind of players here at Crest, and it's been it was just a joy. And it was fun. I tell you, it was a lot of fun. And I tell you what I thought separated this team, and I think it's kind of the way Crest is, the way the Crest players are. Truthfully, they really believe they're going to win every time they step on the field. And that means something. And you don't ever have to coach that or teach that. I think I was thinking I was a part of 2 years, 28 games maybe that I coached here. I mean, I think we were in the lead in all but one in the second half, and that was the Weddington game. Every other game, we were ahead in the second half. I mean, our kids compete no matter who we're playing, where we're playing, what the situation is. Were we perfect? No, we were not perfect, but I think the will to win, their attitude, their want to, their belief in themselves is kind of what carried the team, and I think that's kind of what carries Crest football year in, year out.
So you go back and look at the playoffs as a whole. You know, you start with Concord, and then you go to East Lincoln, or East Lincoln comes here, you play East Lincoln, then you go to South Point, you go to Hickory. As we were talking the last podcast with Coach Toms and Coach Porter, you had a multitude of different looks as far as teams go. You go from East Lincoln spreading it out, throwing it. South Point, Red Bone, we know what they run. Hickory, back to the spread. Wilson Hunt, running team basically. Yep. So you earned, like you said, you earned this championship. It wasn't given, and it wasn't an easy road. So no championship's easy, but it's hard to do and hard to keep that attention span for that long, because
Yeah.
it's a long season from
Yeah,
August to middle of December.
Yeah.
That's a
It's
long
a long
season.
haul, and our path was not easy, and that's kind of what makes it special, like you say. But we were able to compete against all sorts of teams. Like I said, we competed every Friday night, and what I like about this team, I think most of all, is everybody had a piece of it. It wasn't just our offense. It wasn't just our defense. It wasn't just our kicking game and special teams. It was everything. And, defensively, I mean, in these last 2 years, how much better we have gotten and how good a defense we played this year and how well we played in the playoffs. Our defense was phenomenal. And offensively, we were pretty consistent all year. We hung a lot of points up, kept the ball from them, the opponent lots of weeks, and we did a good job on that side of the ball. And then our special teams were much improved this year, and that really helped the team. We're definitely a well-rounded team. So I just think every player, every coach can take a piece of this one for sure, because what they did really helped, and it helped contribute to the title. And adding that 7th state championship, and they're going to get to see their name on that monument, and that's pretty special. And everybody had a piece of it, and they did a great job.
And what's the cool thing about it is 10-year reunions. 2035, you can come back and you all gather. 15-year reunion. I'll come back and you get honored at halftime. I was like, that's
that'll be fun. I can't wait to see everybody.
I don't know the first time you want to see 10 years from now. I don't know.
Shoo, I've aged already. But that'll be fun. No, it is fun, and that is special, because I think if you talk to the players and the coaches that were a part of the other state championship teams, that is a special bond that they have. That they can, their name is on that monument. They can come back and see their teammates and their coaches, and that's pretty darn special. And I'm just proud to be a part of that. And it's special.
What was cool also is how the former players supported this team. They really got on board, and they really supported. They were sending text out, on Twitter or Instagram or whatever. They were very proud of Crest football and the tradition and the heritage that they have at Crest football, and to be a part of that and to kind of join that group now is special for these young guys.
Yeah, Crest is a special place. I mean, how many great players have we had at Crest High School? Just so many. You can't even name them all or count them. And it's just unbelievable talent in this community, and Crest has just had great player after great player, excellent team after excellent team, and it's just a special community for high school football. And I sure was glad to be a part of it. I was, I think I was a part of maybe 12 seasons here. So. And these last two have been pretty darn special. And
speaking of Cleveland County, I mean, Shelby takes home the title too, and I think you hit on it in the post-game press conference. This county doesn't take a backseat to anybody as far as football talent.
No, they do not. I mean, like we always say, I think per capita, I would have to say, with the 4 county schools here, we stack up pretty well to anybody. Yep. All 4 schools take football serious. They all have excellent coaching staffs and excellent talent, and then for us and Shelby to both bring home a state championship this year, it's pretty incredible. And I envision some more of this same good play moving forward with all these teams, and it would not shock me if multiple teams make it back next year or the year after, or it's whenever, because I don't think football in Cleveland County is going away anytime soon.
It is.
I think it is.
You look at how the classifications are now. You could have all 4 teams play for a state championship.
It's feasible.
I don't think that's ever happened. Like 4 teams from a county play for a championship. So
it's feasible.
That could be impressive, and all 4 teams will be really stout next year.
No doubt.
Well, Greg, nice talking to you, but we got the real star over here.
There he is.
We got the real star of the show. We save it for the last possible podcast because we know the reaction is going to be, and it's going to be, hey, we need Jake on there more.
Well,
it's going to be the Jake and Frank Tom show.
Bring me on, Dad. Bring me on.
I don't know about that.
So he's on. So Jake,
No.
welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Coach Jake Lloyd, he's running backs coach for the high school, for the varsity, and the offensive coordinator or play caller for the JV team, correct?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right. So I'm telling you guys, if you remember anything about Jake Lloyd at Kings Mountain, he was a heck of a ball player. So he could play, hustled every play. So kind of like the old man. He kind of hustled.
He's better than me.
I don't know about that.
So Jake, tell us about your group that you coached this year and kind of what your thoughts on the season were.
Yeah. So I'm blessed truly for this whole opportunity, starting these last 2 years. And I was very thankful that I got to come help this year as well. I was trying to deal with all my class schedule and stuff, and I happened to make it. And, yeah, so just dealing with the running backs, it was a really good group, really fun to work with. They worked super hard. Just all the players, Jason Black, Malachi Gamble, Maurice Redmond, they came to work every single day, and I'm really proud of them and glad I got to work with the guys. And then just the JV team, there's a lot of young talent, some really good players, and I was super blessed to have the opportunity to call the plays and work with them. And I give a big shout out to Coach Brooks. He really took me on he was a really good role model, and I was just really glad to be there. So, yep.
We'll have to edit that out. Coach Brooks don't need any more. His head might get big. His head might get as big as
he's my guy. He's my guy. He's my guy.
I love Coach Brooks.
Jake tells the truth there. Him and Coach Brooks work really well together. Me and Coach Brooks work really well together. It was a good group there on the offensive side of the ball, and Jake did a great job with those running backs. He had some really good guys to work with, and I think his strength was building a bond with the kids, and and then being a good teacher. So those things worked out really well.
And I think the JVs went 8-2, so they had one conference loss, very close to Kings Mountain at the end of the year. So the future's bright. The middle school, I believe, also went to the playoffs this year. So that's the cupboard's not empty.
The cupboard is not empty. What do you think the strength of the JV team was, Jake?
It was pretty well-rounded. The defense was super good, super aggressive every single Thursday night. They always came to play, and there was definitely some pretty good skill players as well on the offensive side of the ball. Just flip it out to them, and they knew how to make plays.
I thought James
Battle was super good. A lot of times he got the ball in his hands, and he was tough to tackle.
I was going to say, nobody's going to catch him once he gets home.
No, they weren't.
The JV teams, Coach Skip Young and the JV guys did a great job with our JV team. Like I said, they were 8-2, had a very close loss at the end of the year. I think it's one play here or there. Kings Mountain was really good, and then we were really good, so I think that'll be a good, nice little rivalry the next few years. I think both those teams will be, our team and their team will be good, so that'll be a good matchup. And then our middle school made the playoffs again, so I think the future looks really bright for the Crest Chargers.
Yeah, so it's you kind of win the championship and you start looking at the next year coming up. So it's the way it goes, and some kids already training for the off season already.
Absolutely.
So it's a year round sport. It used to be you play football, then you move into baseball or basketball, then now every sport's kind of year round. So
it is.
We'll take a break right quick and be back. Thank you to our sponsors that are rolling across the screen. You see the commercials. We'll come back and we'll talk some more with Coach Lloyd and Coach Lloyd. We will talk to them when we come back.
Too hot or too cold? When it comes to heating and air conditioning, homeowners should never settle for being uncomfortable. CSI Mechanical is a local company with over 60 years of experience, specializing in perfect comfort solutions for your home or business. We're the exclusive supplier of Trey products in the area, and our pricing is competitive and fair. If your system is in need of repair, a replacement, or a tune-up, give CSI Mechanical a call today for your perfect comfort solution.
Welcome back to Inside the Stable with the Crest Chargers, presented by Neal & Cole Termite and Pest Control, Moisture and Water Control. I get better with that. I get better right at the last episode, so that's great. We're here with Coach Greg Lloyd and Coach Jake Lloyd, our special guest. You enjoyed the green room food, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did. Sure. I'd say the rest of them coaches, they didn't get special treatment.
No, it was real good tonight.
Yeah, last night you had to go all out. So,
That's
it's we'll have to do bigger and better next year.
We emptied the budget tonight.
Absolutely.
Don't carry over.
Absolutely. You can't take it over with you. So, Coach, let's go over the multiple all-conference selections you had as a result of the play this year.
Yeah, so I'll make sure I get everybody right. So we had, we were able to get all we could have by finishing second is 8 all-conference players. So that's a conference rule. So our all-conference players were Pluto Surratt, Donnie Walton, Nehemiah Parker, Tavion Wisnett, Eli Hamrick, who was Offensive Player of the Year, Namaje Thompson, Gavin Ledbetter, and Carson Greer was Kicker of the Year. So we were able to get 8 players on the team. Obviously, we had way more than that deserving of an all-conference. But the rule states you can only get 8, so we nominate all of our players. They're voted on. And if it's more than 8, we can't get more than 8. So I think we had upwards to, 13, 14 players that I thought were deserving. So, but it's just the way it goes sometimes. But I'm pretty sure those players that should have made it would have definitely gave this instead too. But congratulations to the ones that did. Jake, we also had all area, if you could list all area players for us.
Yep. It's a lot of just the same guys, just Pluto Surratt, Donnie Walton, Nehemiah Parker, Tavion Wisnett, Eli Hamrick, Namaje Thompson, Gavin Ledbetter, Carson Greer, and then also Tucker Weston and Lyric Pettis. They were all on the all-area team. And
the Cleveland County Coach of the Year, Greg Lloyd.
Hey.
Cleveland County Coach of the Year. So
it's nice that I accept that totally as a team award. You know how this goes. To the victor go the spoil.
Yeah.
So when we win, we all get. It's nice, but it is literally the players did a great job, and we have an unbelievably fantastic staff at Crest High School, and I accept that on all those. Well,
Coach, you need to accept it because when something goes wrong, guess who the guy gets yelled at? It ain't Jake.
No.
So you accept that Coach of the Year. You deserved it.
Hey, I signed up for it. I understood. It's good, but no, he's
very well deserved. Very well deserved for all players and coaches. Just for stating for the fact, they need to change that 8-person rule.
They sure do.
I don't know how old that rule is.
I wish you could just put out there everybody that, and you just vote on whoever makes it, kind of like it used to be. First team, second team, honorable mention. I'm not sure exactly when that changed, but even Ashbrook probably deserved more than they had, and I thought we obviously deserved more players on it to be recognized. But we're definitely going to recognize our talented kids at our banquet here coming up, soon. But it just kind of is what it is, and hey, the way it goes.
Yeah, it's very well deserved on our players' part, and I'm sure, like you said, some of the players would trade to.
Sure, they would.
Without the no all conference for the state championship any day. So
every player that made it, every player that didn't, they would have swapped it out for the team award. And if state champion was there, all conference there, they're taking the trophy, they're taking the ring, they're taking the monument.
Absolutely,
every day of the week.
So, Coach, you had another, award bestowed on you. You were an assistant coach for the Shrine Bowl this year, and you took some players with you. Lyric Pettis and Pluto Surratt were selected to play in it.
Yeah. It was a great experience. I was fortunate enough to be able to help coach in the Shrine Bowl as assistant coach last week. It was we had a great time. Pluto and Lyric were selected to play. Lyric was not able to play because of an injury, but he was selected. And Pluto and Lyric's name will be put into the weight room up on the wall and pretty soon. But Pluto did a great job last week. He played really good in the game, played a lot of snaps, did a great job at practice, represented Crest High School very well. And, Lyric would have done the same thing had he been able to play. But so I'm really proud of those two kids for playing well enough in their careers here at Crest to make that game. It's not easy to make that game. Very few players are able to play in that game. So I'm just proud of them, and congratulations to those two guys.
Also, you had Michael Edwards make the Queen City Bowl in Charlotte.
Yeah, I tell you, Michael Edwards, not only has he shown out this last, especially during the playoffs for us, he showed out the Queen City Bowl the other day. And you talk about, all conference, Michael may very well be an all-state player who did not make all-conference. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. So, but Michael was one of our leaders. Stepped up majorly in the postseason. He had a really great year. Couldn't not be more proud of him. And then he went to the Queen City Bowl and showed out. I was able to help in that game last year. It's a lot of fun and a lot of good players playing it. So I was able to go back and watch him play and watch the West win. So it was good to see that.
I'm gonna tell you, college coaches, if you want a playmaker, Michael Edwards is your man.
Yeah,
he makes plays no matter what. So he's a ball player.
He is 100% a ball player.
Yep. So congratulations to Pluto, Lyric, and Mike making the postseason bowls. And the Shrine Bowl. You go back to the Shrine Bowl; it's pretty prestigious as far as Crest goes. You've had a lot of really talented players to make the Shrine Bowl. So
no doubt.
Pluto and Lyric are in an elite company on that, and I think the Queen City Bowl's it's not that old of a bowl.
It's not. No, it's not.
It'll be later on down in a couple of years it'll be kind of it's already prestigious. But anytime you make a postseason bowl, it's an honor. So
no doubt.
The three guys represented Crest and played well. So Coach, we'll take a commercial break and we'll come back and we'll talk what's next for the Crest Chargers. Be back soon.
At McKinney Insurance, we are proud to support the Crest Chargers all season long. We want you to know that not all insurance agencies are created equal. We go out of our way to treat our clients like people and use our combined experience of over 70 years to protect what you value most in life. McKinney Insurance is an authorized Erie insurance agency that can help you with your auto, home, business, and life insurance needs. For your free quote, call or come by 113 North Lafayette Street in Shelby. Go Chargers!
Do you need a tree removed safely and professionally? Call Utility Tree Service, Shelby's trusted experts in tree removal, trimming, and plant health care for both commercial and residential customers. Whether it's storm damage, lot clearing, or just making space, we've got the equipment, the experience, and the certified ISA team to get it done right. And we're proud supporters of Crest High School football. Call Utility Tree Service today, where we know the saying, we're Chargers, we're better.
We're Chargers, we're better.
Welcome back to Inside the Stable with the Crest Chargers. We'll journey into the future, the 2026 edition of the Crest Chargers, the defending state 5A champions. It's good to hear.
Oh, yeah.
It's good. Coach, let's go down by position on what you got returning. Like I said, it's not bare with the talent coming back. So
we did have a lot of seniors on this year's team, but we also played a lot of younger players.
It's kind of a weird mix this year because you had 22 seniors.
22 seniors and quite a few.
But you've got a lot of players that's played a lot of football over the last couple of years.
We do.
Let's start with the offensive line. So who do we have coming back?
So you've got we've got J.C. Hunt, you've got Luke Roop, you got Nick Albright. All those kids played lots of snaps and all did a really good job. Nick's a 2-year starter also, so he'll end up being a 3-year starter next year, whether he plays at center or tackle. He's pretty versatile. He can play either one. And then at receiver, you got Brock Melton back, Majay Thompson. Yep. I mean, you got a lot of production right there out of those two kids. I mean, they're going to be two of the best anywhere. I mean, they both are all-state kind of receivers. And Brock could play multiple positions, even if needed to play some defense or quarterback. He could do any. He can just pretty much play any position. And then at running back, you got Malachi Gamble. Who else you got back, Jake?
Maurice Redmond.
Yeah, Maurice Redmond. Maurice did a great job. So you got two guys that played a good bit. Malachi had some huge runs in the playoffs, and he's going to have a big senior year. And then defensively up front, you got Christian Stowe. Who else we got? Paxton Dobbins. Paxton's a very versatile player too. He can play offense and defense. He's going to have a big year. He's another one of those kids. We're talking about all conference. He could have very easily been an all conference player. And then you got Kylie Clark at linebacker. You've got who else we got in the secondary?
You got Jameer Kennedy, Javion Hopper, Dakota Smith.
I tell you, Javion Hopper had some big plays as the year went on too. He's a ball hawk. He's going to be a big playmaker for Crest as well moving forward. And I know we're missing some kids, but there's just some that come to mind. And you got like Carson Greer and all those guys. And the special teams that'll be back. Carson had a big year, and if he improves next year like he did this year, it's going to be incredible. And who were all our snappers and holders?
You got Levi Martin,
Silas.
the battery. I call him the battery. Yeah. Levi Martin and Silas McCurry.
So, yeah.
Yep. No, they did. Levi and Silas were both excellent, and those kids worked. Coach A.J. Hames did a great job with those guys, but I tell you, those kids really worked, and they're all going to be back, and that'll be a major strength to the team next year.
So, it's and future's bright. And speaking of the JVs, Jake was coaching there. There's a lot of good skill players
really good
coming up, and the defense was, like Jake said, they were
fast.
Yes, the defense was fast and swarming. So
they're good.
They'll be, Crest won't be going anywhere.
No.
So we'll be right there in the mix in 5A next year. So it very well could be the same game for championship because Wilson Hunt's very young. They got a lot of sophomores.
Yep, they were good, and their two main ball carriers or guys that towed the ball were not seniors. So you'll have those guys to deal with, and they have a lot back. But I'm sure just like it being in the West, there'll be some good competition. Yes. But they could easily be back in that game.
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go back to a play in the championship game where their quarterback took off. It looked like he was floating.
He's fast.
Oh, he was. Whew.
He is one of the fastest players we've seen all year.
Oh, yeah.
He's electric. He is a great kid, too. I ended up talking to him. He got their sportsmanship award, too. I think he is just an excellent player and person. So he was definitely a great competitor.
And I think Tucker Wesson got our sportsmanship award.
He sure did.
It was a great honor and a great kid to get that. So
definitely.
Congratulations to Tucker. So.
Definitely deserved that and definitely earned it.
All right, Coach. Yeah. Coach, you want to talk about the Booster Club? What we did as a whole?
We'll just kind of end it here, I guess. The year was fantastic. The Future Chargers Booster Club was unbelievable. Trey, you did a great job. You really did. I know you had a lot of help. But the Booster Club was phenomenal. Trey did a great job as president. I know that Leslie Cobb, my wife Beth, they Nicole Albright, and I can't just sit here and list everybody's name. There's so many people that contributed to get that scoreboard put up, or all the renovations to the field house, how much nicer it is in there, I know Clyde Ledbetter and Jerry Ledbetter. We got out there and worked, and the stadium looked beautiful and clean. But it was more than just the people I named. There was more than that. But those are just some folks that come to mind. I just cannot thank those folks enough, and the entire Booster Club and our parents and just anybody that contributed and helped. It's just amazing what was accomplished over this year's time. And I know you're proud, Trey, and you should be.
It started out special with getting a scoreboard and video board. We were looking at a 1 to 2 year project to get that done. And Beth me and Beth talked about it, the year before. So we kind of looked at it and, kind of kicked it in overdrive. And the people that donated to that was just phenomenal. It was just, community support was just outstanding for it. The coaches were on board. It was just, it makes the game day experience so much better.
No doubt.
And
It was fun. It was
it
fun
was
this year.
Fun experience. Special season. It started and it ended special.
It did. And I tell you, the sponsors were unbelievable. And I thought all their logos and everything on the board looked great. Yeah. Cole did a great job getting that looking good. And it was fantastic. And I was glad to be a part of it.
It was a great season. And, the sponsors, I can't name them all. I'd forget one of them. So, you see them. Alan runs the ads during the show. Thank them. None of this would have been impossible. None of this would have been happening without the sponsors. And, that's just the way it is. That's the bottom line.
No doubt.
You got sponsors, you can do a lot of things.
No doubt.
And we do it for the kids.
Absolutely.
That's the main part of the Booster Club. We help the kids out, and that video board will be up 10, 15 years from now. So
absolutely,
the future can benefit from it. And Coach, we talked about the players coming back, and you have said that you have retired.
I have.
You have retired.
I have.
I think we told the kids that night after the game.
I did.
When we got back at 3:30 in the morning.
Yep, it was late.
Or early, whichever way you look at it. But
and truthfully, it wasn't the ideal time, but I was not going to see them anymore. We was out of school. They were out for exams. Yeah. I was going to be at the Shrine Bowl, and Mr. Shields and myself spoke about it, and he just thought that was best, and I agreed with him, and it's just what we did. But I just want to make sure I told them how much I appreciate their efforts. Like I said, without football players, there's no football season.
Correct.
There's no games to go to. You got to have those guys that's willing to go out there and put their bodies on the line and have some courage and get out there and play. And those football players are special individuals, and I love our kids for sure.
Yep. And the decision to retire was not made, like last week.
Oh, no.
So it was made way back.
Yep,
so
before
either way, won or lost,
either way,
it was going to happen.
Either way, it was. Yeah. So I had my wife Beth. She was retiring this year in December. So I just kind of decided that it was a good time for me as well. It seemed like it made sense, to retire in North Carolina this year. So that's what we did. It was nothing any more than that. I mean, I've loved being at Crest for these 2 years. I've loved the people I've worked with and the players and the community. And I think it is a good time for somebody else to step in here and take over. And they're going to inherit some really good players and a nicer field house and a beautiful scoreboard.
Well, you set the bar high now, so they got to come in right after a state championship. So
it's all every year the expectations are always high at Crest, and that's I like that about this program. You don't when the expectations are high, it just filters down. The players expect to do well, and I don't want to. I like coaching at a place where the expectations are high and you want to do well. So, and that's
like I said, it's always Crest. High here. That don't matter what the year is. It's always going to be high, and expect to be the state champion. So,
yes.
Well, Coach, I greatly appreciate your work the last 2 years.
Yep, enjoyed working with you, Trey.
We've gone back a long way. We've known each other for a long time.
That's right.
And I told you earlier in the year, if you would have told us you would have been the head coach and I would have been the Booster Club president doing a podcast in 2025, I would have said you're crazy.
Yeah, we played for the Expos when we were 8 years old at the Mustang League at the park. So however long that's been is how long we've known each other.
Yes.
So, and it has been fun. And I wish there's so many people I kind of want to thank, because people like Tim Foster and Paul Foster and Andy Foster and Robbie Roop. All these folks go through my mind as to how much I appreciate them and love them, and just glad to have been a part and be able to be back with them and see them some. And it's just been a grand time. So.
Well, we appreciate you and your family, Jake, Maggie, Beth.
Yes.
Your mom, Heidi. So I know she was excited. I talked to her after the game Saturday. So
she is fired up.
She was fired up. I think she about broke my back when she gave me a hug. But,
That's right.
Hey, I love it. It's
That's
great.
right.
Good stuff. So, also Maggie had a great Saturday too before the championship game.
She did. She's in PA school in Charleston Southern, and she got her white coat, so she'll have a year of clinicals, and then she'll be a PA somewhere. So it was a good day.
Exciting day for the
Lloyd.
Lloyds.
We were blessed, and good Lord's been good to us.
Yep. So, Coach, thank you for your work. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Trey.
Maybe we'll have him on next year as a guest.
Please. And I also want to say for those that we're not sure about the banquet yet and what we're doing with the banquet, and obviously our team is going to receive state championship rings and have a monument in the end zone. So it's going to be pretty exciting times, but that'll get out and everybody will know, when that time's going to be, but it won't be too long. I figure end of February to the middle of March, somewhere in that time frame. But administration at the high school kind of tell us about that, and we'll have it figured out. Yeah,
we stay in contact with Jeff, and we'll get everything out and let everybody know when that time comes and what it'll be kind of about. And, I did tell Jake that Saturday night, I said, your dad had to have you help coach to get this championship. So, that's he had to help. So, Jake, you're a big piece of it. So, I want to thank all the coaches that come on this year. Just absolutely tremendous support from you guys. I love every one of you. You guys are great men. Great coaches. Thank you for coming on and kind of sharing a little bit. I'll be honest, Greg, I ain't told you this, but after the championship game, I had like 5 people. Man, when are you going to do the podcast? At the game. I love that podcast. I watch it every week. I said, remember, we're the top podcast in the county.
There you go.
Out of the 3.
Out of the 3. You got to be one, Alan.
That's right.
The first 3, you got to be one.
That's it.
Can't be 3.
Again, had a blast this year. Love doing it. It's we talked about it before the year started and kind of see how it was going to go, but had a blast. Just an enjoyable year. Winning the championship helps, but I would have had just as much time if we would have not won championship. But it was great to talk in December, talk about football.
No
doubt.
Greg,
need thank
to keep
you.
Doing it.
Good luck to you in the future.
Because I want to watch it in the future.
If you need any odds and ends jobs, I'll give you some.
I'm going to need that.
Okay, I'll give you some.
For sure.
So you'll see Greg pop up somewhere down the road. So, good luck to you, Jake.
Yep, thank you.
See you around.
Yes, sir, Trey. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. So, for Alan Wesson.
Yay.
All right.
Alan, you're the man.
Yeah, Alan, you are the man. We don't look as good in person.
No.
Maybe Greg does and Jake does, but I don't.
A lot of Photoshop.
I look old.
Greg, got any final words?
Yeah. Hey, I'll see everybody down the road. You take care of yourselves.
All right. Jake, anything?
I'm all good.
All right. We're good. All right. Until the 2026 season, we'll be back with Inside the Stables with the Crest Chargers. Go Chargers.
Go Chargers.